In my experience, the most dangerous bees are the ones you can't see until you're right on top of them. We're in Gauteng tonight dealing with Apis mellifera scutellata, the African honeybee. They moved into this borehole control box, making it impossible for the homeowner to even mow the lawn without getting stung. Tonight, I'm going to show you why we work under red lights, how we use a bee vac to save time, and my technique for framing wild brood comb to ensure this colony survives the move. I've got my bee wrangling partner with me tonight, Ethan. We're laying down a white sheet. It's a little trick I use to make it easier to spot any bees or the queen if they drop off the comb. You ready?
Yeah, just give me a sec. They're coming out. You want me to get the vacuum up and running?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay. Lifting the lid is always the moment of truth. They've built right onto the cover as we expected. But as we break the seal, the alarm pheromones go off. This is why we're using the red light. If we use white light, they'd be all over us. I keep slipping back down again.
Might need to grab the other hive tool. Do you want to get any smoke, these guys?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's check. I prefer not to use the smoke.
Yeah.
Once you got it open, they generally calm down. You got it at your finger under.
Not quite.
Okay, now?
Yeah, fingers under. Not too bad.
It's quite big ones in there.
Yeah. Sure, they built a lot of gum, eh?
Mm.
A lot of brood though, very nice.
You can put this behind there, leave that for a little bit, and then
Let's get these guys.
work inside there. Yeah, because these guys will crawl back on. Because there's lots down the bottom there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to group up a bit off the ground there though.
Got enough for 4 frames, eh?
Yeah, should be. Yeah, 4 frames.
They built quite big comb, eh? In such a short period.
Yeah, in such a short time. I was also thinking. Yeah, no, I think it was the right call to use the vacuum.
Yeah. Okay, ready when you are?
The comb there is ready.
Okay. So you got like 80% of them already, eh?
Yeah, I'm switching to white light.
Okay.
Sure. Look at that, eh?
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
A lot of brood, eh? Very nice. Exact same on both sides.
Look at that brood pattern. That is so healthy. I like to frame 4 frames of brood. It seems to be the Goldilocks amount. Enough to keep the colony warm and motivated, but not so much that they're cramped in their new hive. If it gets too cold in the transfer, the larva tends to pop out of the cap cells and starts to go rotten. And then the bees don't like that and they'll abscond from this hive. So we like to ensure that this comb is going to be kept warm. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll show you what we do to do that. Okay, I'm keen to put these in the box as well. We've got a long drive home, so
You're gonna do the transfer here?
yeah, not the transfer.
Oh, the frames into the
frames
box.
into the rack. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can. I don't have a problem with that.
We don't just safely remove the bees. We also try to make sure that a new colony won't find this same cavity. So in most of the cases when we do bee removals, we use Fabufill, a polyester insulation that we fill the cavity with. This ensures that if a scout bee finds this cavity, they'll see that there is insufficient space for them to build a nest. Done.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna just fill this thing in with Fabufill.
Yeah, just put it, we lay it in here and then you push the lid back on it.
I was just gonna put a little bit.
Into each.
Yeah.
No, I just lay it in, dude.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
It works. So this is something which I'm starting to do recently, which is keeping the brood warm in the transfer. And to do this, we put the frames that we've put the brood comb in into the bee vac box where the bees are now sitting and waiting to be moved into their hive. You got a red light. We like to transport them in the bee vac box because it's just convenient and the bees don't fly everywhere and they're not unsettled by it. And then once we're at the apiary, we'll gently move them from this box into their new hive.
4 frames, eh?
Yeah. So we like to get this in here because they keep their brood at a certain temperature. So it's nice to get the bees back on the brood. But now with the drive, we always hope that they climb on there. They don't always, but it keeps their brood warm, and then it doesn't. If their brood goes cold, then the larvae start popping out and it kind of goes rotten and the bees don't stay with us. Cool. Okay, you're going to put that top back on it?
Yeah.
We'll clamp it.
Back at home now, popping the bees into the hive. Nice and easy, looks like they're somewhat moved onto the frames. Not many bees on the top grate, so it's fun.
Yeah, a few on the frames there. Yeah, it does help a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Why they don't climb up they stay so low? It'll take time, I suppose.
Clump on the bottom of it, eh?
Yeah. Trying to figure it out, I suppose. But I reckon you got like 50% of them there. Yeah?
Already on the frames.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least now they're at the bottom of the box, it helps the rest of the bees move down.
Move down, yeah.
You gotta do it like that, you know.
Just when it touches the box, they fall back on again.
Yeah.
Just brush these ones.
Let me brush these ones in.
If you want to see more safe African honeybee removals, then head over here and enjoy our playlist just on bee removals.
Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified of when we upload next.
That's old school. That's old school, man. I don't do that anymore.